Hey survivors, it's Angie. Happy Self-Love Sunday, Happy New Year, and happy day. Welcome to the first edition of Self-Love Sunday for 2017. Considering the new year just happened, I thought it might be fun to discuss some things I kind of wrote down earlier. The thing is, we talked the other day about why New Year's resolutions fail, and I provided you with quite an in-depth video on New Year's resolutions and intentions yesterday. But today, we're going to talk about 5 things that actually create real change. Okay, so let's talk about that, shall we? So these are my actual notes for myself. I wrote down these notes as I was working on my own brainstorm for 2017. How do I want to make these changes? What are the things I need to change? So I'm going to kind of explain to you my own understanding of what creates real change and how it's going to start to work for us this year. All right, so let's get started. So I wrote a little note about this. Not really a note. I took some notes on my thoughts and some things I was thinking about today as I was reflecting on the upcoming year and what I'm hoping to, what I'm intending for the year. Okay, so I've been kind of out, sketching out my business plans and my personal plans and different things I want to grow and change about myself. And so I thought I would share with you some of the most, I thought, potent points that I was able to come up with in my day of reflection. All right. So the first thing that drives real change is your behavior. Okay. So what do I mean by this? Well, behavior is what you do, how you behave, the things you do, things you think about, things you talk about, behaviors that's a behavior. Yeah. You understand what a behavior is, right? So whatever your behaviors are, those are going to affect change or not in your life. So if you're doing something and it's not leading you to a new habit or a better way of life, well, there's a behavior you need to work on. Don't worry, it's going to make sense in a minute. Behavior. So behavior, you have to choose to behave in a way that leads to your desired change. Simple as that. The next thing you're going to want to focus on is rituals. Are there rituals that you're currently going through each day actually benefiting your life? Are they leading you in the way that you want to go to meet your current goals? Rituals can be as small as, what you do when you first wake up in the morning. What's the very first thing you do? I go pee. But after that, what do you do? I usually go right for the coffee pot. So, is that ritual working for me? Yeah, it totally is. But other ones aren't. So, there are some rituals I'll be changing this year. So, what rituals are you changing this year? Again, you choose to create rituals that lead to better outcomes or to your desired outcomes. And this kind of goes right along with your behavior, you see? Number 3 is dreaming, and not just dreaming, but unrealistic dreaming. So I think a lot of times people who I know in my life tend to limit themselves. They think, well, I didn't graduate college, so I can't ever do this, that, or the other thing. Or, they think, well, I have kids, so I can't become this or that or the other thing. People limit themselves based on their life circumstances and based on their own personal beliefs of what they can and can't actually accomplish. So this year, dream unrealistically. Think about all the people in the world who have, come from nothing and created this entire life for themselves. I mean, there are lots of examples, and in some ways, including myself. I don't think I've totally made it yet, for sure. But I certainly feel as though I have significantly increased my steps up the ladder of my ultimate idea of success this year, or this past year, 2016. And I only expect to go further in 2017. Bottom line here, unrealistic dreams lead to real. Bottom line here is that unrealistic dreams lead to real change in your life. Number 4 is discomfort. When you allow yourself to be uncomfortable and step outside of your comfort zone, you obviously have a much higher risk of creating real personal change in your life, real significant change. So are you willing to be uncomfortable, to step outside of what feels normal and natural to you, if it can benefit you in big ways. For example, if you're afraid to give a speech, but then you have an opportunity to give a speech that might change your whole life, your career, for example. Or what if you're in a toxic relationship and you're scared to leave because you don't want to be broke? Maybe you need to take a risk. Be willing to be uncomfortable, and that can help you create real change in your life. And finally, desire. Desire is something that can help you create real change in your life, because the fact of the matter is, if you don't want it bad enough that you're willing to really work your ass off for it and try and be uncomfortable and dream unrealistically and change your behaviors and create new rituals and leave behind rituals that are no longer serving you, if you want it bad enough, you'll get it. And you'll do all those things, and none of those things will feel horrible to you, because you'll know that you're getting what you want in the world. So what do you want in 2017? Are you willing to do those things? Are you willing to take the steps that you need to take on the inside to make things happen in your life? I bet you can. What do you think? I'm going to do it. You want to do it with me? Let's get it done. Just like I tell you every single day, take the time each day to think of 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. And when you can do that, you can make a difference in your vibration, which will become more positive and loving and self-loving and love vibrating in general. Life can get a lot prettier, a lot better, a lot faster. So if that's the only thing you change this year, just add that into your daily routine. It can't hurt you. It's a ritual, my friend. Make it one. All right, I'm going to wrap up for now. Happy Self-Love Sunday. Happy New Year. I'm so excited for this upcoming year. We have so much to do together. This year, I've gone from having about, 3,000 subscribers. No, 300 subscribers, I think it was at the beginning of the year, to almost 12,000 last time I checked. So it's only going to get better next year, you guys. We're going to take it and we're going to run with it. Come on, let's go. You with me? All right, I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening. And again, Happy New Year. Thank you for being part of my life, part of my day. And thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It truly means so much to me.